Today I'm going to take you through something that I'm training. I'm not particularly good at these things. I'm not too bad at a planche for my weight and my age. But planche push-ups I'm not that great at. I haven't spent much time at, even though I'm pretty handy with the handstand push-ups. And I'm going to combine front lever and muscle-ups. Now I'm fine with muscle-ups on the rings, but when it comes to bar muscle-ups, I'm pretty terrible. So I'm just going to work partial range and I'm going to play with what I have and see what happens. I'm going to explore this. I'll be really interested to hear from you guys, especially if you have some insights on how I should be training this or any critique. That would be awesome. So just warming up the scapula for the planche push-ups or protraction, retraction push-ups on the bar. Front lever, I'm just going to go in with a tuck front lever, probably a semi-open position, just because that's pretty easy for me on this bar. And I don't clash with my butt on the floor when I go into more of a semi-open position. Because I am tying in the muscle-up work as well, I am going to be into more of a false grip position for the warm-ups and for the actual reps. It's slightly easier for the front lever to be in a false grip position as well. And then no rest, going straight into tuck planche, just like a 15-second hold. And then to warm up that transition for the eccentric muscle ups, and I'm either going to do eccentrics or partial range. I'm not that good at the muscle ups on the bar anymore. I used to do them on the bar, swapped over to the rings, stopped doing them on the bar. Now I can't do them very well on the bar, so this is my attempt to try and get it back again. So for the warm up, I'm just going to start in a support position. I'm going to come down to the bottom of your dip, there, rotate through false grip, and lower down to my tuck position. Okay, for the planche push-ups now, I'm going to do a partial range. So go halfway down, back up again to tuck planche, and then lower down for an eccentric all the way down. Okay, we're going to see where I'm at with the muscle up. I'm just going to do a partial range. So I'm going to stay very close to the bar when I go into my front lever, and then just see if I can pull through into the bottom of the dip or the transition part of the muscle up. Not too bad, obviously it was very close to the bar before I went into it. Okay, now let's attempt full range planche push-ups in a tuck. So I got the one repetition and then I just done eccentric nice and slow. Okay, same as before with the front lever muscle up. I'm not going to go too deep because I don't think I'm going to be able to go over the bar, but I'm going to try and go a little bit deeper. Now with the planche push-ups, I'm going to attempt 2 repetitions. Now with the last set, the 1 rep was challenging, so I don't think I'm going to get 2. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster to help. And also I'm not going to go quite so deep. The thing with the P-bars is you're not sure how deep you're supposed to go because you could just keep going. So I think it's like a dip position, I want to come to around here. So when I finish like this movement, so when my upper arm reaches my lat, obviously if you're doing it on the floor and you're opening out to a straddle position or something like that, you don't go quite so deep. So it's a little bit harder from a depth point of view on the P-bars. Will be interesting to watch the video back and see how that looks. Ideally what I'm aiming for is my shoulders and my hips to go down together and come up together. And obviously trying to get back into that full protracted position at the top. Okay, let's see if we can get closer to straight arms in the bottom of the front lever position before I pull back over for the muscle up. That was close. I probably held the front lever for a little bit too long. That was close. I probably held the front lever for a little bit too long and straightened out a little bit too much, maybe to get myself over for the muscle up. But I wonder if that's a technique, conditioning, or just a lack of strength through that range of motion. Okay, I'm going to push the planche a little bit further now. I'm going to try and open up into a straddle planche. It's probably going to be a little bit bent in the hip to make it slightly easier. And then as I go down towards the push-up part, I'm going to go into the easier position of the tuck, hold for a second, and then get back out of there, back into the tuck planche at the top. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. I'm still undecided what's the easiest way to get into the straddle planche with using the least amount of energy in something like this when I'm raised up. I might even go to like a crow because I find that's easier, and then straighten the arms, pull off, open to straddle. We'll see. And my wife's calling. Okay, let's try that muscle up again. I'm going to try exactly the same thing and just pull over better. Got there, but I paused. I want to try and keep it so the momentum takes me through and I get over the top. I saw I had to flick myself over like a little bit like a kip. Okay, last one for the planche push-ups. I'm going to try again for that straddle planche down to the push-up, back to the tuck planche. Just try and do it better than last time. I'm going to try one more muscle up now, see if I can get it. If I do get it, I'm going to then try a roll over the bar nice and slow and just go into a eccentric front lever pull, basically just from an inverted position on the bar down to see if I can get into the full front lever position for as long as possible. Probably going to be a couple of seconds, especially after the muscle up, but I've got to get the muscle ups first. My hands are all messed up. So let me know your thoughts on training it this way for both the planche push-ups and the bar muscle up, especially if you've got some experience around those movements. And even if you haven't, just some feedback on what you're seeing, that would be really useful. Let us know down in the comments what you think. Speak to you next time. Thanks guys.